Hello, everybody. Day 10. So I hope you enjoyed the notebook challenge yesterday. We have had 2 back-to-back, like really long videos. So we'll keep today a little bit shorter for you, but it is 5 p.m. and I haven't had a chance to do any writing yet today. I was working on the notebook challenge and cleaning the worst room in the house at the moment, which is my bedroom. And it is almost finished and it feels so much better just to have the bed made, the clothes off the floor, all of my laundry is put away, everything's unpacked from my retreat, and it just feels so good. So I think I might end up kind of creating a little cozy atmosphere in here in the bed with my laptop and some candles and other things, and do some writing here in this room tonight, just sort of chill writing session. But I also have one little place in this room that is not really how I want it to be. So that is my book cart that I typically keep here beside my bed on this side. And it's a complete disaster right now. So I want to just get it cleared off and start thinking about what I want to do with it. But I don't think I'm going to get it completely set up today, but I'm going to work on that a little bit. And then in terms of my writing, let's talk for just a minute about what my next steps and goals are. So this is the cart. So this cart usually sits beside my bed table. This was actually the very first ever rolling cart that I got. So this was from Michael's. It's one of their 3-tiered carts, but not the big Hudson cart. It's just the smaller cart. And I've had this for probably about 5 or 6 years, and it's definitely gotten some use out of it. But I decided it was going to be a book cart, and you can see that it just turned into a catch-all for my TBR stuff that I have not had time to read. And then I just started throwing other things on top. It is not well organized at all. Somewhere back here, I think I have, like a pen cup and some other things like that. And it just became an eyesore, and it has not been helpful for me in getting any of my reading done. But I don't want to get rid of the cart because I do actually use it and it is functional. I have 3 of these in the house. I have this one. I have one up by my gaming place that has all my stickers in it. And then I also have the bigger Hudson cart that is by my desk in my main office room. So I still want to use this, but I think what I'm going to do is just pull everything off of it and set it up for my annotating supplies and everything, and just get it where I can easily grab whatever books I'm currently reading and put all these ones that I haven't had time to read back on my bookshelves. And then we'll kind of go from there and see where else or how else I can use it. Then this is the other part of what I've been kind of working on, is just moving everything over. So this is outside my writing office door. I think I'm going to take down all the Halloween decorations today or tomorrow as well, and just kind of clear out the office, because as much as I have loved the Halloween decorations, it's just feeling, and this happens every October and November, it just starts to feel too cluttered. So I'm going to take all that down, and pretty soon, maybe even really soon, maybe even like Monday, I can take that down and I can put up a mirror of shadows. So we're getting very close. So to show my progress on the board, this side of my board, this is just an acrylic board that I got from Etsy. And I had originally planned for this to be my plotting board. But once I got it in the house and I started looking at it, I was like, you know what? I want to use more of the wall. So this is smaller. It kind of blends in because it's just acrylic. And so I thought, I'm going to put it out here outside my office, right across from the notebook closet, of course, and as one does. And then I have this sectioned off. So I have some of my Project Phoenix stuff here, which if you guys want to hear more about Project Phoenix, I will have some videos coming up on that in terms of what I'm doing to revive my backlist after a couple of years of not publishing. But I also have my story sort of Kanban board here. So I've got the 4 parts of the story, 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then I have each chapter has a sticky note. And so I've got a to do and a done column. I don't have a currently working on column because I didn't find that necessary. So right now we've got all of part 1, part 2, part 3 is all complete. This still says act 2, part 2, and act 3, but I've kind of switched from doing that. I have the first chapter of the final act is completed, but I still have 9 chapters left to go in terms of rewrites. Right now, I feel like the majority, probably 5 or so of these chapters are going to be complete rewrites, which was not my intention at the beginning of this month, but this book just keeps getting off the rails. But I know it'll be better for it, so I just trust the process and I'm going to keep moving forward. So I only have 9 chapters left to go. I feel like I can make some progress tonight, maybe 1 or 2 chapters, and then if I can finish the rest on Saturday and Sunday, then I'm going to reset the board yet again. You can see that some of these got moved. So I have chapter 28 got moved into this section. Chapter 40 got moved backwards to this section, and so on. But I'm going to reset the board and then I'll start over at the beginning with my 4th round of edits. I'm hoping that at the end of this round of edits, I will send it off to my beta readers. And at that point, I will set a pre-order for this book. Just the excitement of being able to say that at that point, maybe in a week, maybe on Monday, I will be able to set a pre-order for my book. I'm just like, I hope that I don't hit any more snags where when I read through the new stuff that I have, I feel like it needs rewrites again. Like I definitely know it's going to need a 4th edit for sure. But how difficult and how thorough will that edit need to be? Or is it just polishing things up? I'm not 100% sure. Some chapters are still not in great shape and there's still a few decisions left to make. So I'm sitting at a place where I'm not sure if I have a week left of work on this book or a month left. And I'm just praying that my brain will work fast and that I can get it done. But I also know that I have to just trust the process, trust the muse, trust my own mind to figure it out when it's meant to come together. But I am also feeling like at this point, I'm pretty much on schedule for what I had hoped for this month because I have about 5 days remaining till we hit the middle of this month. And by the middle of this month, I wanted to have the final edits done, this book off to beta readers, and I wanted to be already working on A Mirror of Shadows. I definitely want to get to that point before I hit my trip to Raleigh, which by the way, I had mentioned it yesterday as well, that if you want to meet up with me in the Raleigh-Durham area, I will put a poll up this weekend on my community tab just to get an interest or an idea of how many people are going to come so that we can sort of plan for that amount of group. Because if it's 5 people, that's one thing, but if it's going to be 20, we might need a bigger space. So I'm just not sure what to expect. So let me know if you are planning to come. I'll put that poll up soon. But story-wise, I feel like the book is coming together. I feel like it's obviously better than it's ever been. I'm glad I did the rewrites. I know the story is better for it, but I still don't have full 100% clarity on every tiny little piece of the story yet. So it's just a matter of put my blinders on, finish this final act of the book, then turn around, kind of lay all my cards on the table, literally with my index cards and everything else, and make sure that I've got all the decisions are made and everything can come together. And I know from experience of the other books that I've written that this can happen in the next week and then it can be done. And that would be very exciting. But I also know that if I get hung up again, I'm going to need to call in some help with talking through and getting stuck and having my beta readers read through some things and getting feedback, and that can take more time. So I'm trying to just be patient with myself. And otherwise, I think what I'm going to do now is George has already started cooking dinner. So I'm going to take this time to clear off that book cart just so I can say this room is done over there in the bedroom with all the change or all the cleaning that I've done. And then I will try to get that reset. And then I'll meet up with you again later tonight and try to get another 2,000 or 3,000 words in tonight.
Close your eyes, get some rest. chest. I know you've had a really bad day, but I'm right here, it's gonna be okay. The world could fall down, it's gonna be okay. The sun could go out, we're gonna be okay. If all the blue skies fade to gray, we're gonna be okay. Calm your soul, hold my hand, don't let go. I understand. I know it hurts, it wasn't fair. It's over now, so don't despair. The world could fall down, it's gonna be okay. The sun could go out, we're gonna be okay. If all the blue skies fade to gray, we're gonna be okay.
So I can't tell if this lighting is really cool or really creepy, but I love the smart lights. We invested in that earlier this summer, and this has been a big part of my own morning routine. I traditionally have been someone who is a night owl and not a morning person, but once you become a mom, you kind of have to become a morning person to some degree. And I have struggled so much to get up, but I knew with both kids going to school, I was really going to have to be up, and I wanted to create an environment for my kids in the morning that was welcoming and happy and didn't feel rushed. And so I really wanted to create that for them because I did not have happy mornings growing up, and it really has affected the rest of my life. So I wanted to make sure that I was up in enough time to kind of shake off the tiredness and the grumpiness so that I can be awake and in a good mood and ready to like cheer them on and get their lunches ready and just have a good, pleasant family morning. So what George and I decided to do, because sometimes it's the small things that can make a big difference, is we bought these smart lights. I don't know exactly what brand they are, but they were just, maybe they were Philips or something like that, but they were on Prime deal for Amazon Prime Day back in July. And so we bought 4 because we have 4 canister lights here. They were really easy to install. And then we bought this Google Hub, the Google Nest Hub, that you can connect to the smart lights, and then you can set up routines in your household through Google. You could do this probably with Amazon and Siri also, but you can set up a routine where you say at 10 p.m. I want the lights to dim. So here at 10 p.m. it tells me that it's time to start getting ready for bed, and it tells me the weather for tomorrow. And then at 10:30 it actually dims all of these lights and turns them down to a certain color, and it starts playing rain sounds. Now we usually haven't been going to bed quite so early as 10:30, so I probably need to adjust that routine just a little bit. But in the mornings the lights come on at 6:30, and that's about 15 minutes before the kids wake up. And that has been a game changer for me, to not have to wake up to an alarm that is playing something really blaring and annoying, and it gets me into fight or flight mode. Instead, the lights slowly come on, and then they're on at full force at 6:30. And then at 6:30, a little message comes on with Google that you can actually put in your own like custom message. And so I have a message from Google that comes on and says, "Good morning. It's going to be such a great day. Things are always working out for you, and today is going to be a wonderful day. So let's wake up," and, et cetera, et cetera. So it's kind of like a little message, and it's in just the Google Voice, but I can put it in on my phone for it to say that. Then at 6:35, I have a Spotify playlist that is my favorite kind of get moving dancing sort of playlist that goes on in my bathroom on the Google Home or Google Nest in there. They keep changing the names of these things, but that way it's like the lights slowly come on in here. The rain sound stops. It gives me this happy little message, tells me the weather or any of my to-do lists on, to-dos on my to-do list for the day. And then in the other room, it starts playing this music. So that gets me up and lets me know, okay, you've only got 10 minutes before the kids get up. Let's get in, brush your teeth, wash your face, get everything ready for the day. And then you can go out and wake the kids up. And that has been a game changer, not only for my mental health, I think for my feelings of my vibes for my kids, but it also has been a game changer for my morning routine and being able to write in the mornings, because getting up and getting all the grogginess and waking up to a happier routine has meant being there for the kids. And then the minute they leave for school, I'm ready to jump in the shower, which puts me a little earlier to do my other morning routine, my spiritual routine. And then I'm writing by 8:30 or 9. My schedule has shifted during NaNoWRIMO because by 8:30 or 9, I'm working on my vlog edit so that I can get the vlog up in the morning. But it hasn't messed up my schedule. It just means I'm moving my writing to the evening. Anyway, I'm sharing this just because if you have a routine or a schedule right now that requires you to work at times that are potentially less than ideal, or you're grumpy, or it's just not your natural time, or you find that you don't have as long of a stretch of time as you want, I just encourage you to kind of let go of the frustration of this isn't working for me or this isn't how I want it to be, and instead try to see, how can I make this fun? How can I make this feel new? How can I add new pieces to my routine in places that seem like they're actually not even related to my writing? Like this morning routine, just this simple thing of the lights coming on or the things happening at night, getting me ready for a better sleep, is unrelated to my writing, it seems, but it actually made a huge difference in my writing over the last few months. I've gotten more done in the last few months than I have in the last few years. And that is because of changing up some of this morning routine stuff. And so it's as simple as, $100 in lights or something like that. And it doesn't have to be something financial. It's just a matter of how can you look at your schedule and make some changes that can make your writing easier. So I think George should be downstairs any minute, and we are going to watch a movie and just have a nice Friday evening, get up tomorrow and enjoy the day. So it'll be a gist day on Saturday. I'm looking forward to it, but I did get 2,165 words tonight. So I am doing a good job. I'm feeling really good about it. And I hope your writing is also going well, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.
The world could fall down, it's gonna be okay. The sun could go out.